Hey, folks. I'm back. Yeah, ran into some weird there. Something lowered my mic's audio. I hired it there, and yeah, something's lowering my mic's audio, and I don't know what. Is there anything in here that's doing that? Because this does have in-game chat, and so the settings of this could affect the settings of my mic. I had that ran into that issue before when I was audio testing Total War. The in-app settings messed with the mic settings as a whole. So what's this looking like? Uh, I think this is looking fine now. Yeah, it's maintaining a proper level. It was just drifting a little too well. It's almost online with the in-game audio, but that would mean that this goes beyond like just ambience actual combat, I'll be getting covered because the combat spikes a bit. Um, so none forward, but to just go fighting again. I did want to get an upgrade for my sword. Something I realized after I left was that I could have got an upgrade for my sword. Probably. Check the auction house. Someone else may have something for sale. Like a world drop or anything, you know? Oh, I don't think I finished. Okay, what's this? Target scan enemy. Hmm. Die. I just updated this, so it came in with a new update, a new ability. Oh, and there's something over here. Interact with target. Mutilated remains. Something I'm forgetting to do is... There we go. Is this. I forgot to update my abilities. Well, at least they finally fixed the issue where it forgets that I have Exorcist on. Here's Cleanse. Once you get Cleanse, there's no reason to use Purify, unless they share a separate cooldown. Uh, Ooh. Hmm. I could be using Seals of Light or something. I Something I can do on a meteor target is hit them with Seal of Light or Seal of Wisdom, and then switch back to my normal seal. Like if I hit them with the Judgment of Light, Judgment of Wisdom, then I'll heal or gain mana back every time I hit them, while also doing the enhanced damage of Sealed Martyr. Alternatively, I could go for Sealed Crusader, so I do an additional 92 holy damage. Up to an additional 92 holy damage. That's probably the better choice, really.
I need to target something first.
Haven't gotten an improved lay on hands in a while. If I resist aura, I don't care about fishing. Seal of Justice almost sounds tempting, honestly. But it really depends on how common the stun is. At one time, this may have been a reward, granted for heroic deeds in battle, while it is now tarnished, caked heavily with dried blood. There may yet be a faint echo of the pride and honor of its long-dead bearer. Oh, it's immune to my weapon effect. That's it. Oh. Yeah, you really need Hammer Rat if you want it to be anyway useful. Like, if the enemy isn't running away, you don't want to do that in melee. It's night now. It's been a long time since I got to record. I'm gonna go. Hinterland's Hope. Actually, saw a bit of a new manga there floating around. Zaki Metaler or something? Basically, a guy is putting on a concert, trying to do it by himself. It's just like a little mini thing. Like, he's a serious metalhead, but his band they don't do metal anymore. So he's given up. Well, he's left the band has left him, but he's still going to do music. He tries to perform let me start again. The band is broken up, but he's going to still try and, carry out the concert by himself. But in the middle of it all, he gets an electrical shock and wakes up in a magical world. He's excited because so much of it reminds him of, like, the music of, like, metal albums. Like, he sees a Wolfman, and he's like, oh, it's like that album. And he sees, like, oh, here's this, like, barbarian chief. Like, he's the bandit chief, but he's this bare-chested barbarian with a narrow-eyed helmet, a horned helmet on. And he's like, oh, it's like the barbarians on the cover of those two Amon Amarth albums, and he names them. And He's like, oh, there's a demon lord, causing havoc, and that's why the monsters are attacking, and all this is going on. I want to put on a concert and invite the demon lord here. I'll speak to his heart through music. He's the whole thing feels a bit abrupt from what the little bits I've seen, but I know it just like he's just so into the metal. It's kind of charming. Everlook is the goblin settlement in Winter Spring. Oh, Gadgetan's the capital of the Steamweedle Cartel. I suppose Steamweedle is in the name, I think, there. Or, well, no, Steamweedle's in the name of the nearby port. So, yeah. Yeah, it's literally Steamweedle Cartel. Hmm. Actually, I think after some point they dropped that, and it's just like miscellaneous. There's like Alliance, Alliance Forces. Here's Other, and I swore Steamweedle was under Other. Maybe I'm misremembering. It's been too long since I was playing retail. You could go to war with the Argent Dawn. I kind of like that of a classic. You could just decide you want to kill a particular faction. Though, you can't do that from all of them. Ooh, and they even did this for the new Emerald Wardens. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with the new Arati and the War Within. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. Mountains go down, mountains go up. Mountains go down, mountains go up. It's like a fucking soundbar. I really enjoyed that set earlier. I wasn't stopping and starting. It was beautiful. Like I've said before, I stop with stray thoughts. Or like I have different like anxiety panics. I may remember something like, oh god. I had a few. I had one and I just moved on. It was fine. It was a fucking beautiful set earlier. While I did stop a few times, it's just like, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's not. I'll let future me decide. Like I just had a little minor, like, hmm, you know, you know, maybe that, kind of looks like a face, minor little like crisis about something, and that's it. Crisis is putting a bit too strong a word to it, but you get my point. I feel like I should avenge myself at Shadowfang Keep at some point. Seems only useful for clearing out rubble and debris and rubble. That's something new. I'm gonna grab that. Oh, I actually have my phone back after a day of having to have it plugged in over there, so I had internet on my PC. Apparently it used to be 5 gold, I think someone said. Ah, it's worthless to me. It's literally just for the Warlock quest. There is a rune somewhere here to get like a fire. Yes, a Tauren Paladin. Let's lead into the Horde Paladins. Huh. I feel a little weird about, Tauren Paladins, Oh, Aenis. It seems like there's gonna be, like, he's gonna be a recurring character. Oh, Jesus Christ. To do this, you have to... that first bit is soloable, it seems. The fiery infernal cores. But then you have to go harvest Shimmering Grave Dust at the end of Marathon. And then you have to go into the Grim Guzzler in Blackrock Depths. Ooh, it's really getting into the spirit of Classic. So yeah, I just lost the gold there. There we go. Suppose I could find the site it's meant to be used at and just see what's there, but it's a Warlock thing. I don't really give a shit. People are wondering if they'll be adding in oh, is Midsummer over? People are wondering if they'll be adding in the cross-faction stuff. Well, like, will we get Alliance Shaman? Will we get Horde Pallies? I don't think so. Does mean that the Horde keep Bloodlust, which is a damn nice thing. Back in Classic, the Alliance had their own unique thing called Fear Ward. A lot of bosses used fear. A lot of bosses used fear. Like Onyxia, for example, does fear you at times. So you'd have Dwarven Priests. Was it a Dwarven Priest only ability? But it was possibly a Dwarven Priest only ability, or was it just an Alliance Priest ability? But you'd use Fear Ward as a short-term fear immunity. I suppose Pallies have something similar now with that presence thing. Interesting. Maul Griffin level 40. Oh, it's iron. I'll take it. I can dig it. Wait, what level's Alderman? Might be 40s. And good old Durnhold. If you don't know the story behind Durnhold, it is the childhood home of Troll. His parents were the leaders of the elusive Frostwolf clan up in Alterac. They were called to a meeting, and went through the forests with just the two of them and their son Troll. Pre his naming, he got that name later on. The way up is over here. But yeah, as they're going through the forest, they get attacked by orcish assassins. I'm not sure who sent them precisely, because Doomhammer wouldn't do it. Gul'dan was another war chief that had a grudge because they stayed out of the war. I think Gul'dan was dead at that point, or wishing he was in the Tomb of Sargeras, so I'm not sure who sent them. But they were sent all the same, and they sent Troll's parents off. But they didn't get to kill the son. He was left to die of exposure, perhaps. Or maybe they just missed him somehow. But some humans, since it is a human area, came across him. I think it was actually the leader of Durnhold himself. But they came across the site, 2 dead orcs and his surviving orc child. Leader Durnhold decides to take him in. Not as a son, but as a prized gladiator. He trains and raises Troll. Gives him a fair education too, I think. He had high aspirations for Troll as, again, a gladiator of his. Troll ended up striking up a friendship with a human girl, a servant of the Lord. Yeah, I think she provided him with books and different stuff. Maybe the education came through her. I can't remember. The details are fucking hazy. I read the book, but it's been like over a decade. It was before I started recording. But yeah, you can double check all this in the wiki. I could be wrong. It's for the best to double check it. But yeah, basically, despite being a slave gladiator, he did get a fair education. Maybe it was just through that girl. She taught him what she taught him what she knew, and provided him with books and whatnot. And he learned to fight through the trainers that the Lord hired. But he wanted to meet his own people. He wanted to, find his history. So he escaped, found the internment camps. He was thrown into the internment camps, but he escaped them because he wasn't lethargic while all the others were. Probably because he's Frostwolf clan and they were uncorrupted. Then again, there's the Magtar back in Draenor, and they're uncorrupted orcs. Isn't the green skin sign of corruption? So wouldn't that mean that the Frostwolf are also corrupted, since they aren't brown like the Magtar, they're green like, say, Grom, who was very corrupted? Then again, there's foul orcs that are red, so maybe it's its varying tier. I don't know. I'm not sure if Blizzard knows. I feel they just kind of added stuff in later on without really double checking it. Like the Draenei. The modern Draenei is different to the old Draenei. The old Draenei were broken, or maybe the outright lost ones. No, the Draenei of Warcraft 3 were the broken. But the broken were made a sub category of Draenei. There's like the Draenei, standard Draenei. Then there's broken, which are degenerated Draenei. They've been afflicted with, foul magics and whatnot, and their bodies have gone weird. Like, instead of having chin tentacles, they're now coming out of their back, and they're, more hunched and whatnot. Then there's the lost ones, which are broken that have degenerated further, and are they still have some sort of tribal society going on, but they're belligerent, hostile, and I question their mental faculties. They don't seem to have the same, like, they lose a lot of tech by becoming lost ones. But let's go get the 5 point up here. But oh yeah, Wildhammer is its own separate faction. They are alliance aligned, but the Wildhammers are not, or they're their own group. Where was I going? Oh yeah, Troll. Durnhold was Troll's childhood home. It was where he was raised, trained to be a gladiator. He had struck up that friendship with that human girl. Um, she does eventually get murdered. But because of that friendship. But yeah, Durnhold was Troll's childhood home, but eventually strikes out, meets the Frostwolf clan, becomes their leader after a time, and then he also meets Doomhammer. And together they rally the Horde, rally the internment camp orcs, and break Durnhold. So I think it's, as of Classic, it's taken over by the Syndicate. But as of the time of Kata, the Syndicate's been cleared out and it's controlled by it's controlled by the Forsaken. They use it as a gladiatorial arena. I remember doing some quests here way back when. Maybe I should do some quests here now. My log is kind of full. I can only fit 20 quests in here. I'm not sure if there's really much of a way to become friendly with the, well, to get much rep with Wildhammers. And I'm not sure if there's much point. I will have to quest in the Plaguelands, by the by. Gaining rep with the Taurian Brotherhood is important, as is gaining rep with the Argent Dawn. Both will probably provide blacksmithing recipes. The Taurian Brotherhood certainly. The Argent Dawn also provides a solid stat food for Pallies. I would like if they... From a distance, I completely missaw her, especially in the shadow. I thought it was like, Draenei female? I completely fucking saw her. I saw there was more of a bluish tint to her skin. It's kind of weird seeing the Night Elf architecture here, because these are High Elves. And actually this is just straight out Night Elf architecture. Ignore it. It's just Blizzard cutting corners. Okay. Caldanil Lodge is not a hub for the Alliance. It's just a place for Hordes to come and kill. You can tell that by the fact that they aren't flagged for PvP and are instead sculpted like anyone else.
What brings you?
Like any other mob. It's on the other side. I don't know why Blizzard never gave the Alliance High Elves. I suppose they already had Night Elves, but then they turned around and gave us Void Elves. You know? It's kind of weird. It's just like, it's like they don't want to acknowledge High Elves as a category of theirs. And it's kind of weird. Damn it. Invite the other guy. Awesome. When I saw him fighting it and him like swinging but not doing damage, I was thinking that like, huh. Well, I was puzzled by that, but then I saw like, well, he hasn't tagged it. Maybe they sculpted this differently so it's like normal retail loot where multiple people can claim it. So I hit it and it's like, oh shit, no, making mistake. So I'm very glad he invited me because I would have felt bad otherwise. Very freaking bad. Apparently we are to go talk to a guy now. Magister Fowlet. Fowlet, yes. It's interesting how it goes like that, where you can click on it and bring stuff up, but it doesn't work fully. It's interesting. So I'm gonna hold on to that for the time being, but I need to get, that was unintended, but perfect. I need to get improved Hammer of Wrath, because it's very freaking slow. It's very much ability used to punish enemies fleeing than anything else. There's 2 food vendors up here? Mildly random, but sure. Oh. Switch back to track minerals, because I did not have it on. Can only track one thing at a time.